Hey everyone, here's one of the most frequently asked questions I get: how to make a spout for a coffee pot. So I'm going to start by creating a line at the widest part of this vessel. This is where the spout itself is going to start protruding from. I'm using my banding wheel and a laser level. This will help establish the width of the spout. And so I made a couple dots at the bottom and top. This spout will taper from wide to narrow as it moves upward across the vessel. And so now, after creating that line with the needle tool, I'm slowly cutting through with my X-Acto knife. I'm not going all the way through at this point. I just want to make sure that I'm cutting a nice straight line, and that'll be the guide for when I actually cut all the way through the pot. I'll repeat this process on the other side and across the top. And there, the spout is cut out. I'm adding a little bit of moisture back into the pot. I trim pretty dry, and so I need to add some moisture back so that I can bend the spout outwards. Make sure you do that. I've cracked plenty of these off. So this is a pretty surefire way that you're not going to do that. So again, let it set up, and then you should be able to bend the spout out just fine. Then throw out some slabs. I'm just roughing out the spout form. It's going to be much larger than it needs to be. It's really easier to remove clay than it is to add it back. Then I'll cut those slabs. And I'll create two of these, one that'll be mirrored on the other side, and then a little rectangular slab that'll go on the top of the spout. Let them stiffen up for a little bit, and then attach them to the vessel. Here we go. I'm just going to do a little final slip-in score on these seams, make sure that they're nicely attached, and then I can come through with my Surform to really start roughing out that final spout shape. Surform works great for removing clay quickly. I personally think better than an X-Acto knife. I think that can be kind of tough to be accurate, so this is a good way to create that nice transition from pot to spout. And then after this, I'm going to take a serrated metal rib and use that to scrape the surface. And this is really going to finalize that shape, get rid of any high spots that might have happened during the process. After this, I'll add a little bit of moisture back in, use the red rubber rib to smooth out all those lines. And then I can also push some of that clay back into the seams, make sure everything's attached really well. And there you have it. Thanks for watching.